23-13 and ordinance 24-13. I entertain a motion for their approval.
So made.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. These four ordinances are for variances that were applied for by the Meyer Grocery Store, Meyer Stores Limited Partnership. 3 deal with signage. The last one deals with the number of parking spaces. Ordinance 2113 is for a variance in freestanding sign height from 10 feet to 13.5 feet and freestanding sign area from 100 square feet to 122.6 square feet. It received a positive recommendation from both the Planning and Zoning Commission and Planning and Economic Development Committee. Ordinance 2213 is for a variance in total sign area from 400 square feet to 910 square feet. It received both the positive recommendation from the Planning and Zoning Commission and Planning and Economic Development Committee. Ordinance 2313 is for a variance for off-premise sign area from 32 square feet to 55 square feet. It received a vote of approval 5-2 from Planning and Zoning Commission and a positive recommendation from Planning and Economic Development Committee. And the last ordinance, 2413, is a variance in the number of parking spaces from the 751 spaces that they're required to have to allow only 720 spaces. This received a positive recommendation from Planning and Zoning Commission and Planning and Economic Development Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Is there any discussion from the trustees? Trustee Beck.
On the off-site sign variances, I think that you know, when we have a big project like this, they have ample space on their building and their property to advertise themselves. And I find that giving variances for oversized signs for off-site is contrary to what we want to do here as far as signage is concerned. So in that case, in that reason, I'll be voting no on this tonight.
Thank you, Trustee Beck. Is there any more discussion? I see none. We'll take roll call.
Trustee Wilson.
Yes.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Nay?
Snodgrass.
Aye.
Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Mayor Boland.
Aye.
6 ayes, 1 nay.
Ordinance 21-13, ordinance 22-13, ordinance 23-13, and ordinance 24-13 has been approved for second reading. Next, we have ordinance 25-13, 10821 Norman Avenue, variance, size, and height of accessory structure, second reading. I entertain a motion to approve.
So made.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please? Trustee Yo.
Before we have the staff report, Your Honor, I would like to introduce an amendment to Ordinance 2513, reflecting some conditions that need to be put on this ordinance, and I think it'll be explained in the staff report. It's a handout that we all received prior to the start of the meeting.
Has everybody read the amendment?
We need a second.
Second.
Okay. I have a motion and a second. Is there any more discussion on the amendment?
Get a little staff report, perhaps.
Yeah, I can explain. At the last Public Improvement and Safety meeting, the petitioner, Mr. Brad Shields, he's asked for a driveway variance to allow a second driveway on this property to access this new garage if he wishes to build. But he also asked that it not be improved all the way back to the garage, just at the curb cut, because he didn't anticipate actually driving into the garage often. So we've added a condition. I handed out the new amended ordinance to everybody. Down at the very bottom of the sheet, we've added a condition that the driveway to this proposed accessory structure but shall be fully improved with a hard surface before any replatting or subdividing of the property shall be allowed, or at which time that it becomes apparent upon physical observation that vehicular traffic is approaching this accessory building enough to cause ruts and damage to the lawn. So at that point, he would be allowed, or he would be required to improve the driveway. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Is there any discussion from the trustees? Trustee Beck.
Your Honor, I find it, the thing troubling about this, I don't ever want, you said that I don't want somebody to have what they want on their property. So if somebody wants to have an oversized garage by 100 square foot, I mean, that's something that's doable. But in this particular instance, it's not only an increase in the square footage of the garage, it's also a 75% increase in the height of the building. I think that's too much. It could have set an improper precedent in the village of Chesney Park, and I don't think this should be allowed tonight, and I will be voting no on this issue.
Thank you, Trustee Beck. Is there any more discussion? Trustee Snodgrass.
My question is, has Mr. Shields been notified that we're putting this condition?
And I reflect that that's my question.
Mine too.
Yes. I spoke with him on the phone today. I explained it to him, and he's okay with this.
Thank you.
Is there any more discussion? Okay, ordinance 2513 as amended.
This is the amendment.
This is the amendment. Take roll call, please.
Trustee Snodgrass.
Aye.
Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Nay.
5 ayes and 1 nay. That's on the amendment.
Ordinance 25-13 on amendment has been approved. Now I present ordinance 25-13.
We have a pending motion to approve that, so we just need either more discussion or a vote on the main motion.
Okay. Is there any more discussion? We'll take roll call.
Trustee Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Nay.
Snodgrass.
Aye.
Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Mayor Boland.
Aye.
6 ayes and 1 nay.
Ordinance 2513 has been approved. Next, we have ordinance 26-13, 101 West Lane Road, variance fence height, second reading. I entertain a motion to approve.
So made. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. This is a variance in fence height from 6 feet to 8 feet in the Commercial General District. It is at Onyx Bar and Grill located at 1001 West Lane Road. Basically, they expanded their outdoor patio area, and when they did that, they built some new fencing. The new fencing was 6 feet tall with 2 feet of lattice at the top, resulting in an 8-foot tall fence. They're only allowed to fence up to 6 feet tall, so they've applied for this variance. It did receive a positive recommendation from both the Planning and Zoning Commission and Planning and Economic Development Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Is there any discussion from the trustees? I see none. We'll take roll call.
Trustee Beck.
Aye.
Snodgrass.
Aye.
Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson. Yo.
Aye.
Mayor Boland.
Aye.
7 ayes and no nays.
Ordinance 26-13 has been approved. I'd like to invoke the Omnibus Rule for ordinance 27-13, 28-13, 29-13, 30-13, and I'll entertain a motion to approve that.
So made.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? I hear none. We'll take roll call.
Trustee Snodgrass.
Aye.
Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
6 ayes and no nays.
Thank you. The Omnibus Rule has been approved. I present Ordinance 27-13, Ordinance 28-13, Ordinance 29-13, Ordinance 30-13. I'll entertain a motion to approve that.
So made.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. With the next phase of Route 173 reconstruction going eastward, roadway improvements will be extended north along Forest Hills Road and north along Mitchell Road as well. 4 properties will be losing front yard area due to this right-of-way acquisition to the point that they become non-conforming properties. And these properties for Ordinance 2713 is for 9620 Forest Hills Road. They need a front setback variance from 30 feet to 11 feet. Ordinance 2813 is for 1700 Hutchins Road. They need a front setback variance from 30 feet to 5 feet. Ordinance 2913 is for 5211 Summerhawk. They need a front setback variance from 40 feet to 10 feet. And Ordinance 3013 is for 2022 Westwick Circle. They need a front yard setback variance from 33 feet to 18 feet. The village actually initiated these variance petitions to remedy the fact that IDOT acquisition was going to make them non-conforming. And all 4 of these have received a positive recommendation from Planning and Zoning Commission and from Planning and Economic Development Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Is there any discussion from the trustees? I see none. We'll take roll call.
Trustee Snodgrass.
Aye.
Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Mayor Boland.
Aye.
7 ayes and no nays.
Ordinance 27-13, Ordinance 28-13, Ordinance 29-13, and Ordinance 30-13 has been approved. Next, we have Ordinance 31-13, Prevailing Wage Ordinance, second reading. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please?
That would be me. This is an ordinance that we adopt annually. It's a requirement by state statute that we ascertain the prevailing wage that is applicable within Winnebago County and adopt the wages so they are applied to public contracts.
Thank you, Lori. Is there any discussion from the trustees? I see none. We'll take roll call.
Trustee Tamman.
Aye.
Kidd.
Aye.
Wilson.
Aye.
Yo.
Aye.
Beck.
Aye.
Snodgrass.
Aye.
Mayor Boland.
Aye.
7 ayes and no nays.
Ordinance 31-13 has been approved. Next, we have new business. First on the agenda, Ordinance 32-13, amending Village Code, Chapter 9, 214J, number of BB licenses, first reading. I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So made.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Could I have staff report, please?
Yes, thank you. This ordinance is a text amendment to the liquor control ordinance. When the BB license was first created to allow video gaming, it was stated in there that only 2 licenses shall be issued by the village at any given time. This ordinance would increase that number to 3 licenses at any given time. We have a 3rd applicant interested in acquiring a BB license. It did receive a positive recommendation at the Liquor Control Commission earlier this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Is there any discussion from the trustees? Trustee Snodgrass.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will be voting against this ordinance tonight simply because I believe we need to have a discussion on caps. And instead of doing this every single time someone comes in, changing the number, I'd like to see us have a serious discussion on capping this. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Snodgrass. Is there any more discussion from the trustees?